If you're just joining us, where you been? Set number 1 was big. Utah State over Hawaii. When you take a look at the numbers, you kind of get an idea of what happened in set number 1. Elizabeth, what stands out to you here?
Well, obviously the blocks right there. 6 total blocks to Hawaii's 1. Chantel Durant had 4 total blocks, but also the errors. For Utah State, they only had 3 hitting errors. Hawaii had 9. The kills, there you see, Hawaii actually had more kills. The hitting percentage making a huge difference. The service aces and those blocks, total different maker. This match, this first set was like, what, 15 minutes long? Total domination by Utah State.
If we see an adjustment from Hawaii, it's probably going to have something to do with this big block that Utah State put up against them.
Well, exactly. They either set the ball higher for the Hawaii hitters to go after it, make an adjustment, try to tool, tip, but also for Hawaii, something very foreign to them is that they are not passing well on serve receive, which, as you know, start with the serve and then your pass is the most important thing.
Yeah, Hawaii had won 62 consecutive sets. That streak just ended in the first set of this WAC championship. And now at this point, Elizabeth, Hawaii makes an adjustment. And what would you suggest for Hawaii to do other than the passing, which you've already said? Is there anything else they can do in terms of working around that Utah State block?
Well, like I said, they need to either tool or tip, but right now Hawaii cannot even get into a groove. I think that set just went by so fast to them, it kind of, you know, took them off guard. They have got to get in a rhythm with Danielson getting her big kills, Hewitt getting her big blocks. They just did, there was no rhythm that they could even get in that first set.
Yeah, and Danielson with just 1 kill, as you say, and the passing not being where they want it to be. Hawaii's a ball control team, so I'm sure Shoji's team will make that adjustment. And right away, you see a block from Danny Mafua.
It's a great way to start off, something that you needed to improve. So right now, do it again. Another block, another touch, so you can run your offense.
Alex Griffiths putting in a tough serve. And Mafua again gets hands on it, but it doesn't go back to Utah State's side. Point for the Aggies.
Hawaii cannot do that. You get your hands on that ball, on that block. Someone's got to either be there in coverage or you got to play that ball up.
By Hue. And then it goes to Danielson, who goes through the triple block. Mafua goes back. Miscommunication with Emily Hartong. And an overpass, and Utah State sends it back.
Dave Shoji shaking his head right there. Miscommunication like that with this team that has been playing together all year, that should never happen.
Kai Hue aced as Liz MacArthur puts up another tough serve. And Elizabeth, that's the 4th service ace for Utah State.
MacArthur with this nice jump float serve. So it's, I just jinxed her. Sorry about that.
A bad toss from MacArthur, and she wishes that one would go away. She kind of tripped, I think, as she...
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah. Elizabeth Kahue serving. As she ends a 3-0 run from Utah State. And there you see the ball control on the other side as the Aggies don't put up a hittable or a settable ball.
Exactly, pass that ball too tight to the net, makes that second ball hard to get. Keep the pressure on right now if you're Hawaii. Keep working on your blocking. Hewitt's up. Get some points.
Kahue serves, and again, Utah State out of system. Satali Mafua.
It's what you like to see from an offensive setter, and Mafua, right now as the quarterback of her team, she's saying, all right, we're doing this. None of this nonsense anymore. I'm putting the ball down. That's a great push.
Backcourt attack from Utah State is dug, and Sateli gets a backcourt attack again. She goes long.
Sateli right there hitting that ball over her head, not being able to line up under the ball, hits it out.
Libero Christine Morrill serving. And a service error for Utah State. 2 in a row.
trading points back and forth right now. Utah State or Hawaii string some points together. Utah State did a great job of that in the first set.
Mafua, tough serve, that dropped. Mafua goes back. Soteli is dug, and that ball's out of bounds.
Mafua doing a great job serving. These float serves are very hard to read, as you know, mixing up between topspin. The service story though tonight, Utah State, 4 aces, only 1 error.
And that ball put down, cross court.
White going up with her height. It's a great cross-court shot right in front of the Hawaii defense.
Laurel bottling, serving. Danielson. Just the timing that's a little bit off as MacArthur pushes to the back line a little long.
Hawaii, right now, we don't usually see this communication. The set's not being perfect. Just got to clean it up.
You saw Danny Mafua talking to Kanani Danielson. Superstar saying, don't worry, it looks like, we'll just get it back. Danielson serving. And again, White off the hands of Mafua.
That's a perfect quick set to White. Look at this. The tempo is faster, a perfect tool off Mafua's left hand.
That ball out of bounds.
What I think Hawaii is missing right now is that one big kill. That they usually have from Danielson or Hewitt. Put the ball down, put a hole in the floor, get some momentum.
Outside again, Danielson puts it up. Weber takes a swing. Fouls, pushes quickly to the outside. Cross court, Danielson puts it up and quickly gets out of the way. Free ball to the Aggies. Back court, and again, it's Jocelyn White. Another kill for the sophomore.
And right now, Anne-Marie, Utah State is winning the transition battle. They're keeping the ball alive. They're getting off the net and running their 3 options right now. But you know what? They're just not giving up. Getting that ball to target, calling for the ball to terminate.
Cassie Hargrove serving for the Aggies. Danielson, great pass. Mafua goes back court. And a Hawaii net violation gives Utah State the point, and we're tied up in set 2.
So now for Hawaii, it's bad passing, miscommunication, timing issues. Someone right now has got to step up.
Yeah, you're not used to seeing that. Danielson watches this ball go inside the front line.
Perfect float serve, going back and forth, hard to read. You have to follow that ball to the line to make sure it's going out.
What's interesting about this to me, Elizabeth, is that Hawaii has had a cruise through the WAC regular season. So I don't know if it's the worst thing for them to be a little tested and challenged here as they head towards the NCAA tournament. Sometimes that can be a good thing to kind of, as you said, wake a team up and get them their competitive juices flowing again. And right now, Hawaii making a change as they bring in their freshman setter, Mita Oyato. Mita Oyato is going to be playing back court. Mafua will still be setting. And Oyato is brought in for defensive purposes as there's a touch on the block.
To go back to your point about Hawaii right now getting challenged, I think you really have to give it to Utah State, though. They are playing at a higher level of volleyball than I've seen them play in the WAC this year.
Yeah, and this Utah State team has been a little bit of a talk of the WAC as they have looked very strong. You needed them on all cylinders today, including a little bit of luck, perhaps, at times. That time, a little bit of luck for Hawaii, as that was not the connection they planned.
No, definitely not, but Danny Mafua bettering the ball. We call it in volleyball, that tight pass, one-handed set. It's a great save.